Chef Chad is the owner of Say Catering, bringing clients impeccable food at the highest quality and standard. And he is joining us today to tantalize your taste buds with his vibrant and magnetic personality. Now listen, I would like to welcome Tum Zanti, one of the people I would like to call one of my big brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Chad.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. What an honor, first and foremost. You are amazing. I've been checking out for a long time now. I really appreciate you guys for having me on the show.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
Yeah. And Chef Chad, something about you that I think is so special is not only just your relationship with food, but your journey. But before we get to your journey,
okay, cool.
Let's just, at the end of the day, we're a cooking show. So we just want to let South Africa know how reliable you are as a source in the kitchen. I mean, you've been in the industry for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's a very, very long time. Number one, what got you passionate about food and got you in the kitchen?
Well, I think that's the only thing I actually did proper. Hence the history behind it. Mom saw a gap for me to actually get out of the bad and into the new, into something that will change my life, which was cooking. So I went to a chef school, came third in a class of 25, still never afforded the course. Right, so it was like 1,000 rand short. Then at a later stage, 2016, just before I opened Say Catering, I finished my course only in 2016. But gradually climbed up the ranks, worked many places, were taught by many great chefs.
Now, to give South Africa a little bit of background on our relationship, we met a couple of months ago in the beginning of the year, and so I'm blessed enough to kind of have two jobs, and I'm blessed enough to also call Instagram a job, and he has such a presence on Instagram. So a friend of mine said, you know what, let's hook you guys up. He's got such incredible food. I know you guys will vibe. Let him come through and deliver some food. And when you did come to deliver your food with your wife, Salwa, shout out to her, shout out to wifey. We literally stood outside and spoke for 45 minutes, if not an hour. We stood outside in the cold, just speaking. First time we've ever met. It's because of your story. You spoke to me and you were very vulnerable about the fact that you do come from a drug addiction background, but you have made your way out, 15 years sober. Can you just talk to me about that journey? Okay,
So basically, obviously, I was introduced into the drugs. My father was a druggie. So, yeah, we took it that way. I was sent to boarding school when I was young, started smoking Mandrax and doing the wrong things at 9, and it just snowballed from there. Mom always tried to help. Mom's a single mom, so, she was trying to best what she was doing. And then I went to rehab once. And that was I went for 6 months. And then I met my wife. My wife waited me for 4 months. And that's basically on how the road to recovery worked. I wasn't really solid from the first get-go of the 6 months. There was ups and downs. And then just one day, I don't know, I can't even say how I stopped drugs. I just think I have a proper solid willpower, and obviously with the help of my wife, which made it a little bit easier, the motivation all the time, knowing that she saw something better in me that I never saw. So that's, we can go on for days.
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, this is such a complex topic, and so many South Africans right now, whether you are affected by drug addiction yourself personally, or you're supporting a loved one, I think so
Family
many
members as well.
Absolutely. So many people can relate to your story. What do you think that rock bottom moment was? And you've already said your wife was a light and shining armor, I suppose I can say, in your story. And so was your mom, coupled with that. But what made that want you to turn it into something that is food passion focused?
You know what? I've always had a love for food. My mom was a hard-working single mom, working 2 jobs. So when I came home from school, there was no one there because she was working. So I used to test out stuff in the kitchen. I'll never forget, I remember I tried to make a white sauce for the first time and never stirred it properly. And then I actually ate it and I had this, like a ball of dough that wasn't really mixed through properly. So, and then after that, I tried to evolve, I tried to make sauce, and that's how my passion for food came into that. And that's when Mom said, okay, let's try you out, let's send you to a chef school. And then, it just gradually perform
built
from
and
there.
moved
Yeah,
from there.
that's amazing.
So much so that you've now successfully opened Say Catering, and that's how we got our introduction.
Yeah.
So, I mean, food trucks are number one, we all know globally,
Yeah.
are a huge trend
Yeah.
right now. But what made you decide to go the food truck route? And not only that, to specifically give something that's been a fan favorite, which
Yeah.
is your bao buns.
Yeah. So I know in the States they are huge. In the UK they use the family here in Cape Town are not as big as they are there with the food trucks, but it's gradually coming slowly. And I was actually during lockdown. I checked bio buns and I saw people are doing bio buns, but nobody's doing bio buns on a food truck. So I thought, well, okay, there you go. Then me and my wife, we did this course, which is called Thinking into Results by Bob Proctor. And that was actually one of my goals, to have a food truck of my own. And through the course, in a matter of only 2 weeks, I manifested one of those guys that I know that knew me from the Bad Vibes. He was like, hey, dude, you're looking good, you're looking well. What you doing with it? Are you still a chef? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm like, is this your food truck? He's like, yeah, dude, I rent it out, you know. Are you willing? I'm like, no, definitely.
Always willing.
And that's exactly, and that's when I did my first event by Bree Street, and it was a
success since.
yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about that. You've already touched base on the fact that you're all about self-improvement, being a better person, and truly manifesting all the thoughts, dreams, prayers you have for yourself.
Correct.
So much so that you enrolled into Procter Gallagher Institution.
Yeah.
What is that all about, and how has that fed your life?
Okay, so basically, my wife found this lady, Connie Ann, on Facebook. And Connie Ann is the most amazing facilitator. She did the Bob Proctor course for probably about 5-6 years ago, and she facilitates. And it's all about empowering, all about manifesting, all about, because they go through hardships in life. I mean, I remember when I was small, I used to imagine a lot of things that I wanted to be. And because of the hardships, I forgot about it. And we forget that imagination is the key. So they teach you a lot of, if you imagine something, if you think it, you close your eyes, you can have it in your hand and you can make it possible.
Well, I'm just giving clicks from that point because at the end of the day, we're truly speaking the same language. I also have myself gone on multiple courses, multiple journeys and paths that allow me to think and act, grow rich.
True that, yeah.
So many things that allow me to manifest all the dreams I have for myself. And that has brought you here on the Afternoon Express stage. And we highly appreciate it.
No, you have no idea.
But Chef Chad has his chef jacket on for a reason. I mean, Say Catering offers decadent food and food service experiences to the public. So don't forget to support Chef Chad by booking your experience with his explosive and mouth-watering recipes. Now stay tuned to watch him cook up a storm with us in the kitchen. Let's check out the Tumi.